Hello, yesterday I was out in the garden and managed to get some soil and some worms. So here's, you can see one of the worms that I've got here. Here he is. And another two of the worms that I've got here. That I got from the soil. They are going to be looking for places to go and to get under a bit of cover. The two smaller ones are certainly moving quicker, at least one of them, than the larger bloke, although he's starting to move a little bit there now. Let's see if we can move our camera around. They're moving away, the younger one's going. And bring them back in. They will look for some cover. This one's going underneath the paper that I've got here, looking for a bit of cover. Put him back here. He's going off here, looking for a bit of cover. He's not going to find it there. You can see the worm and how he looks. That's his underside. He's becoming a bit slow, doesn't want to do much. Probably the granddad of the other ones. You can see the structure of the worm. It's actually quite a few rings on it. See if we can move in and get a bit of a look at him. You can see how he moves and notice his structure. The others might wake up soon and go for some cover. This old fella's going off for a walk. Now the reason that they go in looking for cover, of course, is for as a protection. You can see if they can be undercover and unseen, then they will. You can see this one here has moved in looking for cover. He's looking for cover. He moves along by feel. So put him in here, see how he goes. You can see how he contracts and then expands himself like a spring as he moves along. The others have got themselves under a bit of cover there, trying to protect themselves. Now, if you can get your worm and have a look at him, if you manage to get worms, there is a video online, or you could have a look at mine and you can draw and see how they move along, what structure they've got. They're like rings, like a spring, where they move together, they compress and then push apart to move themselves. And there's one end here he's looking for going in under some cover. There, he's a little more active than he was before. Let's see, these ones were active before and they're not so active now. See how the end, let's see if we can get that, the end of the worm is in under the soil, and he feels safe and secure by being under there. When he's out and exposed, he's in danger from predators who would eat him, specifically birds. In the morning, if you see them, worms, the old saying, the early bird gets the worm because the moisture brings them out. The rain and the moisture in the soil brings them close to the surface, and then they often get trapped out when it becomes dry and they find it hard to move back into the soil in the morning, then they will be taken by a bird. This is why they feel safe. They're always looking for cover. This one here, 2 of them here have gone under cover. If I expose them, they're going to move again. They'll move again. They'll go to look for cover. There's the big fellows moving around more now. So I'll put those worms, you can have a bit of a look to see the structure of it and the feel of it. I'll put him under there, you can see him, that's the underside that you can see there. And if I try and turn him over, it's slightly darker on the top side. You can see this part here, it's got there. Now he's in defense mechanism now, he's just going to not move very slowly. Oops, I'll try and get a better view of him. He's going to try and find a spot where he doesn't feel so exposed. Down he goes. I'll let him go down here. The others are moving a bit slower. He's coming up this side. You can see where he's coming up here. Better move him away from going up under my jumper there. So you can see them moving, looking for cover. Gives you an idea about what you can draw and what he's going to do. I've got to put them back in the soil before they get back into the garden, before they get, he wants to get away, Spoke wants to get away, feels in danger, so he wants to get away. The others are just staying there, gone into a separate mode of just laying low. And the big fella. There you go, a little bit of a look at worms.